Okay, we're going to get this started. Welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of the Montezuma County Planning and Zoning Commission. It's being held in the Commissioners' Meeting Room in Montezuma County Administrative Offices, 109 West Main, Room 250, Cortez, Colorado. We're going to open with a Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome. Okay, can we have roll call, Don?
Commissioner Hernandez.
Here.
Commissioner Saunders.
Here.
Commissioner Neergaard.
Here.
Commissioner Doyle.
Here.
Okay, absent are Jason Armstrong and Mike Lynch. Also present, Don Haley and Jane Duncan of the County Planning Department. So Mike's absent and Jason's absent. Okay, please silence your cell phones and any calls you can take out in the foyer. Has the Planning and Zoning Commission reviewed both the September minutes?
Yes. Yes.
I will entertain a motion to approve or disapprove.
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
I can second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Can we have a call to the vote?
Commissioner Hernandez.
Aye.
Commissioner Saunders.
Abstain.
Commissioner Neergaard.
Aye.
Commissioner Doyle.
Aye.
Okay, motion carried. It was 3 to 1 abstention. Okay, the Montezuma County Planning Commission welcomes you to this meeting. The board is comprised of members who are tasked to make recommendations to the Board of County Commissioners. We are not the decision makers. We encourage public comment after each permit. Person speaking during the public comment will be limited to 3 minutes, or depending on the number of people wishing to speak, it may be reduced at the discretion of the Planning Commission to allow all members of the public the opportunity to address their thoughts and concerns. When addressing the commission, please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record prior to providing comments. Comments to individual applicants are not permitted. Participants may not yield their time to others. I will be voting tonight. Okay, roll call, Don.
Commissioner Hernandez.
Here.
Commissioner Saunders.
Here.
Commissioner Neergaard.
Here.
Commissioner Doyle.
Here.
Okay, number 1, notice is hereby given that the Montezuma County Planning and Zoning Commission will hold a public hearing for the purpose of reviewing and determining recommendations to be made to the Board of County Commissioners regarding a proposed subdivision amendment application to lots 17 and 18 of the Butler Subdivision submitted by Scott and Gayle Mabery on property located at 23950 Road 37, Dolores, Colorado, consisting of 0.63 acres more or less, and Darren and Candida Gemmill on property located at 23962 Road 37, Dolores, Colorado, consisting of 2.09 acres more or less, both located east of Highway 145, situated in situated in Section 14, Township 38 North, Range 14 West of the New Mexico Prime Meridian. This is a public hearing. Was the public notice published?
Yes, sir.
Was evidence of letters to the adjoining neighbors and mineral owners submitted?
Yes, sir.
Was a sign posted?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can we have the applicants come on down? Okay, can we have the planning department findings, please?
Sure. The property owners of the two parcels are siblings and seek to adjust the property line to better reflect long-term family use and existing on-site conditions. For example, trees, driveways, etc. The surrounding properties consist of residential and agricultural uses along with the U.S. Forest Service land. Both properties are accessed off of Red Side non-county maintained Road 37. All the infrastructure is in. The water to the properties is personal water wells. And that's basically it. And this is just a boundary line adjustment, but because the two properties are within a subdivision, they have to go through the permitting process to amend the subdivision.
Okay, thank you, Jane. You have anything to add to that?
Not much to add. I believe our property owners, Gayle Mabery and Scott Mabery. My brother Darren and his wife Candy own lot 18 and we own lot 17. Our neighboring property owners are our parents.
Okay.
And the state of Colorado has the fish ponds. And so if you have any
Okay.
questions, we'd be happy to answer them.
Commissioners, questions, comments?
None here.
None. Could you put up that picture, Don? So the only question I had was, is this, the yellow line is 37? Is that right here? or-
No,
or is
this
that-
line right here.
Okay. So this is driveway to access. Is there an easement on that driveway?
Yes.
That's already there.
Yes.
I have no other questions.
Okay. I just have one concern, and that was regarding go back to that plat, if you would, Don. That lot line is the lot line adjustment, the new lot line is going to miss that slab, okay? There is a requirement of 30 feet from a structure. I know it's only a slab, but you put a building on it, now it's a structure, okay? So that's gonna be a condition we'll put in there, and that's.
Sure. We're
that's-
completely aware of that.
Okay.
In fact, we moved the two sheds that were on that slab to the new location
Right,
in anticipation of adjusting the lot line, and we drew that line so that those sheds now are 30 feet, a little over 30 feet, and meet the setback. And we know that there can't be anything built on the slab because it doesn't meet the 30-foot setback requirement.
Be a pickleball court before it's over with, but I don't know if we have to come back for that.
one never knows. Okay, nothing else, commissioners? I'll entertain a motion.
I can make a motion
Okay,
to recommend to the Board of County Commissioners to approve a proposed subdivision amendment application to lots 17 and 18 of Butler Subdivision submitted by Scott and Gayle Mabery and Darren and Candida Gemmill, based on the following. The proposed use is in conformity with the code. The proposed use shall not generate any significant adverse impacts on other property in the area, and public utilities and services are available or can be made available to support uses consistent with the proposed zoning. And I don't remember the details of your condition.
okay, condition would be that the setback, the 30-foot setback will be maintained from the slab and any structures. Okay,
All right?
okay, second?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. No further discussion. We'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Hernandez,
Aye.
Commissioner Saunders,
Aye.
Commissioner Neergard,
Aye.
Commissioner Doyle.
Aye.
Okay, the motion carried. It was 4-0. That's it. Thank you.
That's it.
I'll be in touch with you, Gail.
We have roll call done?
Commissioner Hernandez,
Yep.
Commissioner Saunders,
Here.
Commissioner Neergard,
Here.
Commissioner Doyle.
Here.
Okay, that takes care of our Mike Lynch is absent. Our applications. Okay, I don't know if the other commissioners viewed the workshop, that was what, 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago that Mike Lynch and I were present?
Yeah, it was about.
2 weeks
2
ago.
weeks ago,
It was 2 weeks
yeah,
ago.
okay. Yeah, we made our proposal that we had all, agreed on for the solar, and immediately said, what about the other stuff, the alternative energies?
Right.
So that's why we're back. We need to discuss all alternative energy sources, make conditions to the land use code. I guess for the most part, what we did for the solar just could be tweaked a little bit to fit the other ones, except for the, what do they call it? Where's my notes? Where's my notes? The SMRs, small micro reactors. So we're talking nuclear. That's probably gonna have to be addressed separately.
I don't feel prepared to make a decision on anything nuclear this evening.
Exactly.
It's there.
It's not my area of expertise.
It's not what we think anymore. They're small. You can actually fit the nuclear device in a truck, in a semi-truck. The structure that it's going to be encased is probably the size of the room. They're small. They're tiny. Now, with that said, there's only 2 in existence right now, one in Russia and one in France. In 2023, the NRC, the National Regulatory Commission, approved a company to start one in 2023. To date, they have done nothing. It's supposed to be online in 2029. I doubt that'll happen. There's still a lot of regulations and a lot of just things they have to come up with, ideas and so forth. So, I mean, for us to try to put something out there, it's gonna be really speculative.
Yeah, basically, we're following federal and state regulations.
Yeah, well, the NRC is gonna be the one that governs it.
Right.
And so if, I mean, we have to put something in the land use code. So this is the cart and the horse. If somebody comes to us and says, okay, I got a property owner that's willing to allow us to put this SMR on 60 acres, how can we approve or disapprove without the government?
It would
Permitting
have,
it first.
it would have to go through channels before it ever got to us.
So we would hope to get that first. Okay, that's important.
Right.
So what are the alternative energies we're really talking about? Wind?
Wind, geothermal,
Geothermal.
anything and everything, yeah.
So geothermal, what's the issue with geothermal? I have geothermal on my property.
I don't think there's an issue. We just need to address it on the land use code. That's all. The commissioners want something in there that speaks to geothermal, wind, solar. We got the solar.
So I
It's
don't,
being
I don't
reviewed.
think it's gonna have to be specific regulations. I mean, wind might account for something, but it's all basically falling under high impact permits, special use permits. as utilities and a high-impact permit.
We are, the attorney's redoing our thoughts that we put down, so he's kind of massaging them. So I think we need to see, that's gonna be next week, we're gonna have it next week?
I think he's supposed to have something.
Okay, can we get
There-
sent to us?
Yeah, if there's ever something in writing.
Well, hopefully it's in writing.
Yeah.
So that we can massage that so that the geothermal and maybe the wind will fit in those requirements. Okay, and the nuclear, I think we're gonna have to
Do another,
do
like,
on its own,
yeah, or do a moratorium.
make
on
a
it,
special
or-
paragraph.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that, you know, how many of those are actually ever gonna come into Montezuma County? I mean, but if they do, then we gotta be prepared.
Wouldn't have that, what's their name on T? Wasn't that like some sort of alternative energy? Weren't they burning
Oh,
wood or
They're making a
waste?
charcoal type
Yeah.
Yeah, they
thing.
I
make
mean-
the charcoal, that's not an energy, that was, so
They're
they-
creating biochar.
Biochar for
Okay.
like filtration systems and things like that. So that's not really energy, that's,
Okay,
creating a product.
yeah, that's.
it's not a
creating product.
biofuel.
So the plan right now, whenever the county attorney gets to a point of what he's decided is where he's at on the documents, we'll then put a public notice out for a public hearing. I think he said it's gonna have to be at least a 3-week notice, and at that point, it will be a public hearing to adopt or discuss regulation, or continue the moratorium, or create another moratorium. Because the other one expires Wednesday. And there's no public notice to address something new right now, so it's just gonna expire. But there is a provision, some law, legal, something or other, that any applications turned in after the moratorium, because we are developing new criteria, would still fall under the new criteria. Because, and, you know, unless we extend it out for a year and don't do anything. So I don't think that's gonna happen, but, just depends on when we get to have the public hearing and get some documents, and I'll share with you whatever I get.
Okay.
I did send out, he did, present to the commissioners his view and take on the whole part of it, just being under high impact permits and special use permits, not a special chapter or a separate chapter. So you can listen to that from Monday's meeting.
Correct. Okay, so it's just a heads up that we're gonna be working on that. But I don't think we can move forward until we have that attorney's input.
Correct.
Okay, so maybe just do a little research on some of the items. The nuke's gonna be tough. I guarantee that one's gonna be hard.
Well, I mean,
Because they talk about, what my notes, they talk about an emergency planning zone. That's if something happens,
right,
and on a full, big unit, it's 50 miles. It's 10 miles, there has to be nothing within 10 miles. So no animals, no growing
No
of any
thanks.
crops, yeah.
That sounds like,
That's a full nuclear one.
that sounds like bear's ears.
No, so ours is gonna be much smaller, but they're gonna still have to be that emergency planning zone,
right.
maybe a couple hundred yards.
Probably be more than that.
Yeah, there could be there's still gonna be residences there though, right?
Now,
I mean,
It can be.
I lived in Lake Wiley, South Carolina. I lived 5 miles from a big nuclear plant.
Well,
Big, I mean, I'm not talking one of these mini things we're
Right,
talking about
a big
here.
one, yeah.
A big one.
Yeah. It's
There
just,
were houses
it's
all
just an
around it.
emergency planning zone. And they didn't,
But what does that
They didn't
mean?
talk about people, they talked about animals and crops growing, and that's what they talked about, not
People
people.
are
Yeah, it seems
animals
like-
too.
Seems like Spratland would want to weigh in on that. Yeah, I don't want to get into the emergency management
Yeah.
element of that.
Well, see, that's gonna
and the
be the
feds are gonna-
problem, because this is all kind of new technology and stuff, and who really knows? And what regulations do we need, you know? It's like, I'm not a real smart person, but it's like, I don't know that I need to be involved in something like that, because I mean, I have no clue.
I would think there'd be federal regulations on
Oh,
these
And I
things.
think that's what,
I mean, surely there are, I mean,
No, there will be.
well, there will be, yeah, you
Yeah,
know
there will be. The state of Arkansas, in particular Polk County,
this is a good guinea
they
pig.
have actually, commissioned a, requirement for information. So they've hired a contractor to figure out the do's, the don'ts, and so forth, so maybe you could.
They wanna be
look into
first,
that.
huh?
Yeah, they wanna be the first, Polk County, Arkansas, yeah.
Bleeding edge. That's what that's called.
Sorry?
That's called bleeding edge.
Leading edge, okay. Yeah, they wanna be first,
Good.
so.
Good for them.
and that's, you know, that's the other problem, is that our county doesn't have the funds to hire somebody to come do all this.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's like, I know they want us to do it, but like I said, it's beyond my concept of even figuring this out. I
But,
mean,
you know, and that may, I don't know how long it's gonna take, Don, how long that county, before they get that information, but.
Well, it'll be
they're
20
gonna
years.
put Planning requirements in
County.
there, so maybe we can get a hold of that, like we've got the other things for the solar,
Yeah, we'll have to track that.
okay? Good, anything else?
Just on geothermal, so when we're talking about geothermal, you're talking about trying to generate power from geothermal? Like seriously, I built a house, and the option was given to me, oh, you can put in this heating unit, or we can do geothermal, and you'll have heating and air conditioning. It cost a little bit more. It didn't cost that much more, to be honest with you. And we dug, I think, 10-foot trenches, and we got lines running over a mile
Oh, geez.
that circulate and essentially prime the system at, I forget the temperature, at 52 degrees or whatever it is, 10 feet down. And it eases the cost of heating it, and it eases the cost of cooling it. That's a system we put in.
Like a heat pump system.
We didn't go to anybody for permission to do that. And are we trying to address that? That's
No.
geothermal.
Yeah,
This would
should
be
for
utility
generation of
scale.
power.
Utility
Generation of power.
scale geothermal,
Yeah.
where you'd have a
Kinda
mega
like what you
plant.
would see in Yuma, where
Yeah,
they're
it'd be-
doing that, right?
Yeah, it would be
I mean, they
probably,
go-
you know, some kind of steam.
You know,
or-
it's just a matter of drilling and tapping into this.
They went
hot
deep
water,
in
yeah.
Yuma, yeah, I
Oh,
mean, they ended up hitting mercury, all kinds of stuff down there.
Mhm. I mean, it is a source of energy.
They
We've
hit
got
platinum,
geothermal
too.
in our
They hit
parking lot.
platinum, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, they made money on it, as it turned out.
Yeah, when they remodeled this, there's geothermal
In the west parking lot.
rods wet in the parking lot.
Okay.
They put probably 40 holes out there.
I mean, it goes to show you how little people really know about it, because originally the bill was like, oh, you know, we had guys up there with drill. I said, I got 110 acres, we don't need, you don't gain anything by going down 300 feet. Actually, you don't gain much after about 8 feet. It's the same
For you,
temperature.
for the.
If you have the proper, I mean, if you're in town, you would have to
Oh,
drill.
yeah.
Yeah, if you had a half acre, you'd have to drill.
The
But,
high school's got it too in their parking lot.
Yeah,
yeah,
well, there's a lot of places around here that have it.
I would think.
Yeah, it's the area we live in.
Yeah, it's a good solution.
I was supposed to build a couple houses up north of Durango, and they went in to do the foundations and got down about 3 or 4 feet and hit it, you know. So now they got hot water coming out of the ground, and now they can't build the houses because they can't shut it off once they broke through. So they went in, one of them, they moved the house over about 10 feet. Now they got it, you know, doing a hot tub and all kinds of stuff that goes into the river. You know, it's pretty cool out there, but it's like, you know, I mean, I get it. They don't have to heat their houses, because they hooked into it and, you know, heat the house. But then again, it's like, okay, so who actually owns that? You know, is that a mineral right, or is that a, you know, I've never had that discussion with anyone. I don't know.
Yeah, is it water right or mineral right?
I don't know what the answer is.
Good question.
That's a good question.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, I think, you know, I've thought a lot about it, because I watched you guys' meeting on YouTube, and as soon as they started talking that, I'm like, oh, we're screwed. Because I have no clue.
You're not unique
Okay,
in that
nothing else?
regard.
Let's go home.
All right. We'll make it to the bar.
I know it, if we hurry. Okay, we need a motion.
I'll make
I'll
a
ma-
motion, oh, okay, go ahead. I'll make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Okay, we have a motion. and a
Second.
Second. Time is 6:27. I like it.
It says it's jurisdictional and specific definitions determined